Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Coding Cart. So in this session I'll be talking about the maximum sub-array problem. So you can see here this problem is under the dynamic programming section. But before this we'll try to understand this problem in a simple way by solving this with the help of divide and conquer method. After that we'll try to solve this with the cadence algorithm, and at last we'll try to understand with the help of dynamic programming. So that before moving to the dynamic programming it will be easier to understand how this divide and conquer method works and how this cadence algorithm works. So let me explain it with the help of simple example. So let me take one array having value -3, 1, 5, suppose -5. Now suppose this is my array. So how this divide and conquer works? So the very first thing is we have to divide this. The very first thing is we have to divide this array. After that, the second thing is we have to calculate the left max. Third is the calculation of right max, and the fourth is calculate the sub array max, which is crossing the mid. So we have to keep in mind these four things. So let me explain you how these 4 points works here. So very first point is we have to divide this array. So let me divide this array. So the new sub array will be -3 and 1, and the second will be 5 and -5. Again we have to divide this till the base condition. Base condition is till the length becomes 0. Now we cannot divide this further, so we have to stop here. Now this will be 5, this will be -5. Okay, now we have to calculate the left max. So here you can see here this is only -3, left is only having value -3, so this will be the maximum, so we will simply return this -3. Now for right, the maximum is the same value, so we will simply return 1. Now the fourth part is we have to calculate the sub array max, which is crossing the mid. So this is the mid and this is the sub array, so we have to calculate the max along this array. So here the maximum is, so for this we have A part and B part. We have to first calculate the leftmost max and B is the rightmost max, and at last we'll simply add both to get the sub array sum. We'll add both to get the total value. We'll simply add this one. So you can see here the left max is -3 and the right max is 1. So we'll simply add this one. So it will give me -2. So here we have got -2. So the main task is we have to calculate the maximum of left, right and this mid crossing value. So here we will get -3 from the left, 1 from the right and -2 from this crossing value. So here maximum value is 1. So we'll pass 1 here. Correct? The same thing goes here. Here the maximum value is 5. Here maximum is -5. Now for this one you simply apply this logic. The leftmost max is 5, 5 and the rightmost is 5. We'll simply add -5. So total value is 0. Here we have 0. So we have to calculate the maximum of left, which is 5. For the right we have -5 and for the mid crossing value we have 0. So the maximum is 5. So 5 will be returned here. Now for this array the left value is, so let me delete this one. For this one, left is having value 1, right is having value 5. Now we have to calculate the mid value. So mid value will be, so for the leftmost we have, we'll simply calculate, simply iterate throughout the list. So here the list will be for the leftmost -3 and 1. So we'll simply iterate throughout this list and try to get the maximum value. So here the maximum value is how much? We'll simply add all the value but try to keep the maximum value in a one variable. Suppose I have one s equal to 0 and the maximum value is suppose some minimum value. Now for the very first, my s equal to the very first value, s is equal to suppose s plus array of I, which is 1. Suppose 0 plus 1, which is giving me 1. Now I'll be checking the condition where this my s, I have one if condition. I will check whether if s is greater than this mean value, this max value, then I will simply update my this max equal to s. So here I will be getting the max as 1. Now max will be here 1. Now second time my s will be, second time my s will be 1 plus -3, which is -2. Here s is not greater than the max, so the max value will be 1. So my leftmost is having value maximum is 1. Now we have to calculate the rightmost. So the same formula goes for the rightmost. So for the rightmost we have value 5. So initial value will be 0 plus 5. So you can see here s 5 is greater than the maximum. Maximum is my the lowest mean value, which is maybe -999 something. So here s is maximum. So s value will be, my max value will be 5. Now for the second one we have -5. So it will simply add -5 initial s 5 plus -5, which will become 0. So here s is greater than max. No, here max is having value 5. So it will return 5. So right max is 5. So the total value will be addition of both. So my sum equal to 1 plus 5. This addition of both, which is 6. So I have to get the maximum of L plus R plus M. So here L is having value how much? 1. R is having value 5. And M is having value 6. So my answer is maximum is 6. So you can see here for this array my maximum value is 6. So this is how divide and conquer works. So let me explain you with another example. So let me take another example. Suppose I am taking the array as -2, -5, 6, -2, -3, 1, 5 and -6. So for this we will simply divide recursively and apply that 4 points. So here it will get divided from this point. So my first half will be having value -2, -5, 6 and -2. Similarly the second half will have value -3, 1, 5 and minus 6. Again it will get further divided from here, minus 2 minus 5. This one will be 6 and minus 2. And this will be further divided into minus 2 and minus 5. Again this one 6 and minus 2. Similarly this will get divided from here. So this will be minus 3 and 1. And this side will be 5 minus 6. Again this will be minus 3, 1, 5 and minus 6. Now we have divided this array. Now we will simply return the value with the help of all the previous 3 points. The very first point is done. We have divided this array. Now here it will return simply minus 2. It will return minus 2. This will return minus 5. Now for this one, this is my crossing value. So I have to calculate the leftmost and the rightmost, and we have to add the value. So for this one I will be getting the maximum value is left is having value minus 2, right is having value minus 5, and the mid value will be, as we have only single value, so it will be minus 7. Minus 2 plus minus 5, which will be minus 7. So we have to calculate the maximum among these three, so which is minus 2. So minus 2 will be returned here. Now again for this one we will be returning 6. For this we will be returning minus 2. And for this one the sum will be 6 plus minus 2, which is 4. Which will be 4. Now we have to calculate the maximum among 6, minus 2 and 4, which is 6. So this will return 6. So similarly we will go for this one. Here we have to calculate the leftmost and the rightmost. So for the leftmost we have to calculate the maximum value. So we will simply apply that formula. We will simply apply this formula, s equal to s plus array of I, and we will check if my s is greater than max, then we simply update the max with s. So you can see here the very first value is minus 5. So this will be, let me write here, this will be 0 plus minus 5, which is equal to minus 5, and max is initially having value the minimum, lowest minimum. So here s is obviously greater than maximum, so max value will be, because my max is initialized with minus minimum value, which is maybe 99999 minus 99. Let us assume that one. So here s is greater than max, so max will be updated with minus 5. Minus 5. Now the very first value is done. Now we'll go here and iterate. So s value will be minus 5 plus minus 2, which will be minus 7. So you can see here minus 5 is greater than minus 7, so max will remain the same, minus 5. So here leftmost is having value minus 5, and for the rightmost we'll simply apply the same formula. So for the rightmost we will get initially 0 plus 6, and here obviously the max will be greater, s will be greater than the max, so max will be updated with, for this one max will be updated with the current value, which is 6. So max will be here 6. So second time I have to add minus 2. So 6 plus minus 2, which will be 4, but my max value is already greater than this 4, so max will remain the 6. So we have to get the mid will be left max plus right max. So left max is minus 5 plus maximum is 6, which is equal to 1. So let me delete this one. So we have to calculate the maximum among the left, right and the mid value. So left is having value -2, right is having value 6, and the mid value is, just now we calculated this one here. So here the maximum is 6. So it will return 6. So from here we got 6. So similarly for this set, so let me write fast. So this will be -3, this will be 1, this will be 5, this will be -6, and here the maximum is addition of this -1. So here it will return the maximum along this 5, -6 and -1, which will be 5. So here it will be returning 5, and here it will be returning -3, 1, and this will give me -2. So maximum is 1, so it will give me 1. Now we have to calculate the maximum along the leftmost and the rightmost. So you can simply apply that same formula. So let me write here. You will be getting the maximum as here 1. So let me calculate, so it will be easier to understand. So we have 1 and -3. So obviously you can see here 1 is greater here. So leftmost is 1, and for the rightmost you will be getting 5. So addition you will get mid equal to 6. So we have to calculate the maximum along the left, right and mid. We have to calculate the max. So left we are getting 1, and from the right side we have got 5, and the crossing maximum is m, which is 6. So maximum among these three is 6. So we have got here 6. Now for the left we have got maximum as 6, and also for right we have got maximum as 6. So for this array, my left is having value 6, right is having value 6. Now we have to calculate the mid value. So for mid you can see here, let me take for the leftmost. For the leftmost, so we have -2, s equal to s plus array of I, and we'll simply check if my s is greater than max, then simply we'll update the max with s value. So you can see here, let me write here. So the very first value is -2. So 0 plus -2, it will give -2. So max will be updated with -2. So my max will be updated with -2. Second time I will be getting 6. So -2 plus 6. So I will be getting here -2. S value is -2 plus a of I, which is 6. I will be getting 4. Now here 4 is greater than the max. So max will be updated with 4. Now second time, which is -5. So S is having value 4 plus -5, which will give me -1. So obviously max is greater, so it won't work. So again second time I have to add -2. So this have given me -1, and the next time I will be adding -1 plus the current value, which is -2. So it will be negative. So max will be 4 here. So for this part I am getting maximum as 4. 4. Leftmost is having value 4. Now let me calculate the rightmost. So let me erase this one. So we have got the leftmost equal to 4. Now for the rightmost we'll apply the same logic. So you can see here for the rightmost we'll start from here. So it is having value initially -3. So 0 plus -3. So obviously here max will be, s will be greater than the max, because the max value is minimum 1. So my max will be updated with -3. Now second time we are adding 1. So -3 plus 1. So it will be, s will be -3 plus 1, which will be -2. So max will be updated with -2. So again we are adding 5, so it will give me -2 plus 5, which I will be getting here 3. So obviously 3 is greater than the max, so max will be updated with 3. Next time we are adding 6, so this will give me 3. So we are from here we are getting 3, and we are adding -6 plus -6. So we will be getting here -3. Obviously 3 is greater, so from this rightmost, our rightmost value is 3. So m value will be leftmost plus rightmost, which is 4 plus 3, which is 7. So we have to calculate the maximum along the left, right, and the mid one value. So which is, our left value is 6, right value is 6, and the mid value is 7. So maximum among all these three is 7. So our answer is 7. So you can see here the answer is 7. If I am assuming this, then I will be getting the maximum value. So let me try to write this code so that you will get to understand in more simple way. So let me write here. So the very first thing is, let me take the sample input array 1. Let my array be the very first sample input, which is -3, 1, 5, and -5. Suppose this one. So after that we will simply calculate the length, n equal to length of array, and we will simply call a function maxsum, and we'll pass this value. Let me write the code here. Max sub array sum, and I will pass my array, and I will pass the initial position 0, and the last position is n minus 1, and at last I will print my answer. Print max contiguous sum is equal to the max sum. So now we are done. Now we will simply define this max sub array sum. So let me define this one. Let us define max sub array sum. So which is taking value array low and high, 0 and the last part. Now here we'll apply one base condition, which is, I will check if my low equal to high. If my lowest index and the highest index are same, then I will simply return the any one of the value present at that index. Return array of any one of them. I am returning return array of lowest one. Otherwise we have to find the mid value. So mid equal to low plus high by 2. So we have got the mid value. Now we will be returning the 3 points which we have talked earlier. So this is the dividing formula. Now we will try to calculate the left, right, and the mid crossing value. So for that we'll simply apply a return condition. Return max of max of array. So we have to first return the leftmost. So we have to first divide the leftmost value. So which is taking the value from here for this array for the left part. So for that we will simply give array plus the mid value, lowest value, comma the mid value for the highest. So for this array, my lowest value will be the 0th index and the highest index is the mid value. Now we are done with the left part. Now for the right part, we will simply again calculate the max sub array sum and we'll pass array plus the lowest. For this, the lowest index will be this one, which is mid plus 1. So m plus 1 and highest value will be the h. And at last we have to calculate the crossing one, the mid crossing one. So which is, let me define with the max mid sum. So here I will pass the whole array plus the lowest value plus the mid value plus the highest value. So from return of this all value, I have to calculate the maximum value, which we are calculating here, the maximum from the left, right and the mid value. So we are done with the recursive formula. Now we will try to build the logic for the mid max sum. So let us define here, define max mid sum. So this will accept array lowest, mid and highest index. So now let me take the sum value, suppose sum equal to 0, and for the leftmost, for the left sum, I am taking the negative value, minimum negative value. Suppose I am taking minus 1000. You can take the minimum as, you can take the minimum value, take minimum value. I am just taking here minus 1000. Now I have to iterate for the left part. I have to iterate. Suppose for this one, I have to iterate from the last to the very first index. So let me apply the for loop. So for I in range, for I in range, I will start from the middle and go up to L minus 1 with the decrement of 1. So I will start from here and go till the last value in a decreasing order, and there I will be calculating the left sum. So here sum will be sum plus array of I, and each time I will be checking if my SM is greater than left max, left sum, then I will simply update left sum with the SM. So now we are done with the left part. So similarly we can do the same thing for the right part. So let me copy this one and paste here. So again we will taking sum equal to 0. Now here we will be taking the right sum, and here we will replace this with the right sum. The right sum. Now at last we have to return the sum of left and right. So this will return left sum plus right sum. This one, left sum plus right sum, will be the mid value, total mid value sum. So we are done. So it will simply calculate from this maximum of the left, right and the mid value. So let me print few values to check whether whether the code is working fine or not. So for each value we will simply print the left value. Print left value equal to comma array of I. Similarly we will print the right value just for our checking whether it is working fine or not. Right value, and we will simply also print the sum value. So before returning we will print the sum value, print the sum equal to this left plus right. So we are done. So let us execute this one and see if it is working or not. So we are getting error, can't assign the literal, line number 3. So we are done. So you can see here we are getting the maximum continuous sum as 10. Means it is not working, something wrong is there. Okay, we have made a mistake for the right one. So for the right one we will simply check, start from middle plus 1, middle plus 1, and it will go till the last, which is h plus 1. So now you can see here the maximum sum is 6, and the left values you can see here. So very first example was this one. Yeah. The left value minus 3, while returning we are getting minus 3, 1, sum was minus 2. Similarly you can check from your side. So let me try to check with the second array, which was minus 2 minus 5, minus 2 minus 5, 6 minus 2 minus 3, 1 5 and minus 6. So here the answer will be 7. So you can see here we are getting the maximum continuous sum as 7. So this was the logic for divide and conquer. So in the next session we will try to understand how this cadence algorithm works. So if you like this video, please do give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.